Hello everybody, welcome back to ATCB Gaming and the final episode of our Filthy Rotten Liar Invitational. We're going to be playing Secret Hitler, which is a game we haven't played before on the channel. It's extremely similar to Resistance, but with a couple of extra things added in. But I'll go through the rules anyway here. There's a timestamp to where the action begins in the video description below, so just click on that if you don't feel like learning how the game works. Essentially, because you'll have already seen Resistance, I assume, because it was the first game played in this series, it's really similar to that. It's another secret roles game where there is a liberal team and a fascist team. The setup is the same. They're kind of going through a series of votes in order to try and get an edge on the others, but it's slightly different. Obviously, it's got a kind of early world or pre-World War II kind of flavour to it. So how it works essentially is there are two main roles of power in the game, President and Chancellor. The President just goes around the table clockwise or anti-clockwise or in whatever direction that you end up doing it. And each President nominates a Chancellor, with members of the last elected government ineligible to be Chancellor. The table then votes on this President and Chancellor combination, with ties failing. After that, if the government has been passed and been put into place, the government then enacts a policy. This is done by drawing 3 policy tiles from a series of tiles that have either fascist or liberal on them. And the President draws 3 tiles and secretly looks at them. They then choose one to discard face down, then passes the remaining 2 to the Chancellor, who secretly looks at them and chooses 1 to discard face down. The Chancellor then enacts the remaining policy on the corresponding board. There's a board at the centre of the table where you can build up liberal and fascist policies. This obviously adds an interesting dynamic in that the President and the Chancellor may get more clues as to the identity of the other as they go on, as may people around the table. If there is a fascist policy put down, there's a chance that it has enabled a power which the President can then use, such as assassination, which can come in important, and various other things. The presidency moves to clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever direction you're going, and then a new round begins, and that's basically the mechanics of the game. The liberal team wins if 5 liberal policies are established, or if Hitler is assassinated. Oh yeah, one of the fascists is actually Hitler, is literally Hitler. Ha ha! The fascist team, on the other hand, wins if 6 fascist policies are enacted, or if Hitler becomes the Chancellor, not the President, after 3 fascist policies are enacted. So the win-lose conditions are a bit more complex than something like Resistance. But yeah, as I say, we haven't played this very much, but we really like what we've seen so far. We're probably going to do a standalone video on it, with a bit of a review and stuff like that. Way behind the curve, because this came out probably, I think, a couple of years ago now. But yeah, it's really good. So enjoy us playing Secret Hitler.
So, Secret Hitler?
Yeah.
Yay. So everyone...
What? Why did you wave? Oh.
No, I'm not calling him Secret Hitler.
Hey guys!
I thought you were like, secret.
I wasn't responding to Matt.
I'm just
The thing
like,
is-
woo, it's me.
Like, not only is that not secret, but also it doesn't really feel like Hitler.
Yeah. You're like, woo!
It's a bit
A little
springtime.
slide whistle. Woo!
Brilliant.
It's a bit springtime for Hitler. You've got to be
Yes,
producers.
springtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I was doing to start the video.
everyone close their eyes. Fascist and Hitler, not mutually exclusive, but the 2 fascists, which includes Hitler, please open your eyes and recognise each other.
Wait, Hitler could be a liberal?
No.
No. That's precisely what I've not just said.
No.
didn't
What
think
about
that was
history
weird.
makes you think that's a possibility?
I know, I thought it was just a game.
Good old liberal Hitler.
I
So,
was fairly sure that's
fascist and Hitler, who is also a fascist. Oh God! Close your eyes. You've had enough time.
We open our eyes now.
And everyone open your eyes.
I am the president.
You are.
I don't know why you're so surprised. And I am going to nominate my first Chancellor as the Right Honourable Sam
I really nearly said
Jojo.
Samuel Tarly.
Yeah.
Someone tell me.
Oh, we restarted this video, so we didn't say why Justin was the president. Because he
Oh.
lost the last game, sorry.
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind, I'm going to give this to John.
That was beautiful.
Okay, and are we voting?
Okay, now I'm being mean, I'll stop Justin.
Okay.
Yeah, you will. This is enough uppity behaviour from you, Sam. This is very unlike you.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, very suspicious.
I'm not in government. I'm not voting for it.
So selfish.
I'm not going to budge on this
Brilliant.
unless I'm certain of other people's loyalties.
Okay,
The
cool.
fascist danger.
Only a fascist deals with absolutes.
No, the fascist danger. All right, fucking Obi-Wan. The fascist danger is too risky
The
to
red
allow
arrows.
question marks in government.
Okay.
Tough stuff, mate. It's going ahead. We're in charge!
So, the president in the legislative session, I can't say legislative,
You
gets.
just said it.
Yeah, you did do quite well.
Did I do it
Yeah,
quite?
yeah.
That's why I went legislative.
The,
No,
the second one was
second one.
perfect.
Okay.
So it's choosing.
Why are you taking that?
It's Chancellor.
I'm
Oh,
the
are you?
Chancellor.
Yep.
What?
You just voted
What
for
were you
it.
voting for with these
I
two?
thought he was the chancellor.
And then I,
No,
and then I
he
said
said
you lost the last
Oh,
game.
and then
you
we
took
were-
it.
I was like,
That's fine.
no, you
Yeah.
clearly.
I'd still have said no. So.
Right, the one I don't want goes in the
You,
discard.
yes, just put it on the discard pile. And then enact your policy. Yes!
Yeah.
No,
So-
No!
Instant victory.
Oh, yes!
Game over.
So,
We can all go home, guys.
so it's pretty certain. Well, it
No,
depends
not
what it
certain.
depends. One of them is probably. No, it depends what they do.
Unless I had
Unless they're playing a very good
2
fascist
liberal
game.
tokens.
Unless you were. Yeah, you could have had 3 liberal
That's
tokens
really
and
unlikely.
been a
A
fascist.
fascist.
But I don't know what. I don't know what John had to choose from.
I,
You could look at it, yeah, either
this
way,
indicates
yeah.
that we're probably good.
It's a
people.
slight bonus to
Yeah,
these two,
it's
that's
a
about
slight
it,
one.
yeah.
So presidency moves to Sky.
It's a slight bonus also to John.
And now the Chancellor cannot be Justin or John. Thank you.
I mean, this sounds really dodge.
Yar to this.
Nah, mate.
Ah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Nah.
So you voted down my chancellor.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Admittedly, you
I
voted
know
for
that.
Sam's chancellorship, so I can kind of see where
Big
you're coming
elephant.
from,
So
but-
3 policies to Sky. Put 1 on the discard pile face down.
Okay. I
And
can
pass the
look
other 2 to
Yeah.
yeah, look at them and pass the other 2 to me.
Yeah, make sure Sam doesn't see any.
I know, I glanced, but I didn't say anything.
I can't believe that we
Sorry.
had to enact hippie liberal policy.
Yeah, you're both
Fascist!
I'm such a fascist.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Was that your fault, Scott?
I got 3 fascist tokens.
I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case.
I was past 2 fascist tokens.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I told you this would be a bad idea. I voted no.
Okay. President moves to Sam,
Oh, God.
and the Chancellor cannot be me or Sky.
Okay, well, we have Pierre. So we have Pierre.
Aw.
Alright,
You
fine.
didn't go for me.
That's true. You could go for John.
I've
I
proven
assume I don't
myself
vote for my
as
own.
chancellor.
John's
True.
John's
I want to
yeah,
go. I want to go round robin.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
votes
Yeah.
at their own election.
Yeah, I think we have. We played. We always played it. Everyone votes. Yeah.
Doesn't mean we're right.
So, are you going to be tolerant or?
Yeah, every player votes.
I'm going to be tolerant.
So you're not going to do a kind of immigration ban type thing, or?
Well, they enacted, between them they enacted, oh no, they didn't. 'cause
No,
it's-
No.
No,
We
you're
have
the
a-
bad guys. We're the good guys.
Ready?
You're the bad guys.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Oh, why do people not like that one?
Apparently they don't trust me.
I wasn't
You are pretty
expecting.
untrustworthy.
I just haven't seen any evidence of positivity from you two.
Well, we haven't
So
been in
that's-
anything yet.
That's,
haven't
that,
seen
that's
any
it.
evidence.
No, that's,
Yeah.
that's that.
The
Yours
fascists have
Who voted yes on that?
me.
Me,
I
Pierre,
should have
and
voted yes on that.
Why? Yeah.
Because I was being contrary because I didn't want to
So it
vote Pierre.
still cannot be,
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
still
It's like
cannot be
I'm
me
not
or
very good
Sky.
at
Just choose
interrogating.
Pierre again. I feel bad for him.
I'll vote
Yeah, we'll
for him
Pierre
again.
this time.
I won't vote for him.
Why did people not vote for that last? Because they want.
I want you on it.
They're
I was
question
being
marks.
contrary.
I want you on it.
Unless
you
someone-
good people.
Unless it's me, or unless someone has been involved in implementing a liberal policy, I will not vote for them.
So John's good at this point.
Oh,
John
yeah.
is good at this point. I would
Maybe.
much prefer you to nominate Justin.
No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's
No,
what I'm
nominate Pierre. I'll do it.
Why?
I mean, I vote yes to
I
Justin.
feel
Just the
bad.
fascist.
I vote yes to Justin, but I'd also vote yes to Pierre just because I want Pierre to
I'm
be
not
in
a
one.
fascist.
Well, I want to be. I'm in one. Yeah.
Like,
Put me on one.
I'm okay with you voting for me or Justin. Like, I'm like, Because I'm liberal.
Politics is hard.
Why not put the dream team back on? Dream team.
I usually do pretty good.
Dream team.
I also haven't been on one.
Dream team.
This gets my liberal vote.
Okay, well, yes, this is a good one because we have to.
3, 2, 1.
Dream team.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
This is where.
Is that worrying?
Well, it's worrying.
Well,
because
El President.
you're like, it gets my liberal
I'll pass you
vote.
things.
So liberal.
The thing is, at this point, it's not that the R9 necessarily means anything because
Oh,
there's so.
disgusting.
I suppose it could do though.
It's
It is the same as resistance because the two spies, if they knew that it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just
actually.
what I'm
Just
thinking.
give us a
about.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll find out.
Okay, well, I'm just going to put that on there, and I'm going to enact this policy.
Oh,
Yeah,
so not so good.
that's
Two
not good.
fascist ones.
Who is that?
Not so brilliant.
Let's not give them it again.
But it's exactly the same with what you guys
To
had.
be
So-
fair,
so
like,
on-
what
on my
happened?
turn,
What happened?
I passed John a liberal token, and on John's turn, John did not pass me one back. Whether that was because John didn't have the choice or not, my loyalty shouldn't.
That doesn't
John
make
admits
any
that I got
sense.
given two
Well, no,
fascists.
it's true
That
because
makes
John.
no
No,
sense.
no. No,
What?
John admits that he gave me two fascists, so
John
I
admits.
have not been implicated.
But you
But
said
my
you
hands are
passed them a
clean.
liberal token. When
Yeah, last turn.
Yeah.
Last turn.
It also
Yeah.
means
When I had the choice to get rid of a liberal token or not, I did not.
it's true.
We don't know what John did.
You aren't disagreeing.
I'm not saying that you didn't.
So did you pass John 2 liberal
I-
policies?
No, a liberal and a fascist.
Okay. So John enacted liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that does that. But
In the
first turn, do you out yourself as a fascist
Okay.
first turn? I mean, I'm not saying you're a fascist.
Regardless,
Dream team.
Not so much dream team.
Can I put somebody else?
I can't put either of them on.
Can I go?
Can I go?
What about me?
You've been on one. Me and Pierre have been on one. I want to go on one.
I'm a wonderful creature. Made out.
I mean,
I won't vote for anybody
So-
but me or Pierre.
Who put the
Oh,
me and
you two.
me
You
and Sky
two
put that one down?
and you two. Oh, that's a good point. I don't really want you on one.
I mean, I don't know. There are
Sky was present during that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
She could have been lying. There could have been a third liberal one. So I don't want to give it to Sky.
Well, I'm not giving it to you again. Because I think you're a fascist.
But
Why?
you gave me
You
two
gave her.
fascist tokens,
I
according
think Sky
to
is
you.
behaving
Yes, but
extremely
from what I
suspiciously.
believe about myself, I think you're a fascist.
From what you believe.
What's that got to do with
Because
anything?
I know that I picked up 3 fascist tokens.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with me?
What's it got to do with my
I mean, just the fact that you look really shady.
Mainly the fact that
Sky
you were
is
like,
such
my
a
liberal
fascist.
vote, and it just made me suspicious. That was,
Okay.
that was
Okay,
literally
that's
it.
I would like to be
That
Chancellor.
was pretty much it.
I can't.
We
give
can't
you
be
Chancellor.
put.
No, don't give it to Sky.
So that was that was you two. So you two are completely unknown quantities.
What, John?
No.
No, me.
Oh, I'm about to say. Okay, fair.
Yeah. Like I have a reason to suspect you.
If we're given,
Fair
if
enough.
we're unknown
I
quantities,
appreciate that.
like
It has to be one of
like,
us.
and there are more non-fascists.
Sure.
There are more liberals
He's
than
going to be
I get
president
that.
next.
No, I won't. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
Oh,
if
so
there's
that's
any
doubling
calculation you need to do or something. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I just want to.
So that's that is a doubling up.
Well, it doesn't matter because we can still vote no on things. But it's like
You
we
can still
wouldn't
vote no
know,
on
we wouldn't know
the
something about
combined
Sam for his because he's
It
going to be
really
president
makes
next.
like no difference.
So
I
you
don't
give us
think-
information on him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fine.
Wait,
Oh, I
yeah.
want Pierre, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
But I'm like the.
I trust Matt. Matt's had nothing to implicate him as being a fascist.
Other than the fact he was.
Yeah, but
Which
everyone admitted.
even
But that
Sky
would-
made
but-
you
Okay,
fascist.
even
too.
Sky.
He-
Yeah, you're right,
I
you're
passed him
right,
2
you're right.
fascist
It's like
tokens. I
if
didn't-
Matt's a fascist,
Okay.
I'm a fascist.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's give
No
it
one
a go.
disagrees with that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the idea of Pierre being twice in one time if we don't.
But
Twice in
Pierre
one
hasn't
time.
gone before.
Twice in
Always
a
vote
row.
down. Always vote
Always
down.
vote him down. That's the thing.
Isn't that 4?
No, 1, 2, yes.
Sneaky liberals.
What options for this government?
Trying to have so many options.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all going backwards.
Just leave it, Sam.
Wait.
So one on the discard pile, and put the other one in.
Yes!
Nice.
So,
Pierre is safe.
I like Pierre.
did you give him a fascist then? Yeah.
I did.
And what did you get given yourself?
2 fascists and a liberal.
Okay, so I trust Pierre and John in this circumstance because they've both been given a
Why
fascist.
John?
They've both been given a fascist, a liberal, and they both put the
How
liberal
do you know
down.
John's
Could
been given
I
a
Because
please-
that's
fascist?
what Matt Justin said.
Mm.
But how do you trust what Justin said?
But the liberal went down.
Strongly
from that,
suggest
which means I trust them
you
overall.
vote. You nominate John as your next chancellor
Yeah, I'd go John and
What
Pierre.
What about
I
the
just
what
want-
about the second time they did
because
it?
John's trustworthy.
What?
The
John
same-
said that's
Why?
to me.
Well,
I gave John a liberal. John didn't give me a liberal.
Okay, John is less trustworthy than Pierre.
I'm not saying you're untrustworthy, but of the two of us,
Yeah, John is less trustworthy than Pierre, but also more trustworthy than everyone else.
Yeah.
the most suspicious person is the person that hands somebody two fascists. Whether that's deserved suspicion or not.
Well, no, the most suspicious person is the person who gets a fascist and a liberal and then puts down a
You
fascist.
know what? I stand corrected.
And
But
can
Thank
anyone,
you for your
can
pedigree.
anybody
I'm going
claim
to
that
go
they're...
for you.
oh, okay, thank you. I'll go for that.
Is anybody
It's
claiming that their
unknown.
Chancellor has done
He
that?
is.
He's an unknown.
I mean, wait, do I vote on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone votes on everything all the time.
3, 2,
That's
1.
what politics is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm suspicious of this.
Pierre's safe.
Bob. Okay, cool.
Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Discard.
Yeah.
What'd you give him?
I gave him an option
Okay.
Liberal, yeah.
because I was given 2 fascists and a liberal.
That's really interesting.
So
Why is that interesting?
I'm super
I'm a good guy.
trustworthy
No, I
of
think it's
the-
interesting because I didn't know. I wasn't sure what the situation was. Now
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure that Sky's a fascist, as I was already saying. And I'm going to nominate.
So who can you nominate? You can nominate. Okay, you just can't nominate him.
You two have both been president and given out liberal policies, so I think you're very highly trustworthy. So it doesn't really matter who I put it on, but I can't put you.
Can't give it to me.
And did these get shuffled or not?
I'm assuming they do.
Yes, they do.
Do you have enough?
Do you jump ship me out?
You only have 2, right?
Actually, you only
So-
get to look at them until you should shuffle them in and draw some new ones.
Yeah.
Because
Really?
Yeah, I think you're shuffling
Yeah.
them together
Because-
first.
well,
I'll find out.
no, it's because we might vote down this, and if we vote down this, then
Yeah.
the presidency
Yeah,
passes.
we also
Yeah.
haven't voted
We haven't
whether,
voted yet whether we accept this.
whether you accept this.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Put them back on top, I think. Yeah.
Well, no, because you
Hang
now
on,
know
okay,
what they
let's
are.
just look at
How
this
about I look at the rules and rather than just...
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't suggesting that as part of the rules. I was suggesting it as part of
You,
The
you
fact
shuffle
that
them
we
in at
haven't
the
voted
beginning
yet.
if there's only 2.
Oh, that
So
works fine.
You don't
Okay.
take these 2 and then...
That works fine then.
So
Yeah.
we
But
vote.
anyway, we need to
Vote.
vote whether we are
You're-
accepted.
Oh, okay.
Do I like this? Justin's alright. Still skeptical about that.
I've been involved in...
You haven't been involved in any that have gone. Oh, you were involved in
Yeah, I
one
have.
that went to give.
Okay.
He's been very trustworthy.
Right, okay. I trust Matt now.
I mean, he's not as trustworthy as maybe others, but he's pretty trustworthy.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah, what'd you vote on?
Interesting.
So these need shuffling, and then you get past 3.
The last 2 tokens were.
Presumably, it's to minimise the amount that you can card count the number of yeses and nos that have been in. Oh, and also the fact that there are
Diminishing numbers of
if the Liberals are winning, then it means that
Yeah,
there's
it's
more
like an
fascists.
auto. It's like it corrects itself, which is quite
Yeah.
nice.
It's more likely to have a shitty draw.
Okay.
I didn't give him a choice. I didn't have a choice either.
Okay.
The president examines the top 3 cards.
It's me.
Wait, is that not when they're a new president?
No, it's the existing one, I think. But it's good of you to do it before I check that.
It doesn't matter who the next president is.
Justin's Hitler.
No, I'm just saying.
Doesn't matter who the next president
Oh,
Justin's Hitler.
no, I suppose it does matter. Well, it's going to.
You mean Chancellor? You were thinking Chancellor, weren't you?
Does
You're actually
Hitler has to be the Chancellor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's. I mean,
Because
there's 2 Liberal policies in the next 3 cards, so
Because
the
you're
Liberals are
Hitler.
going to do okay. So like if they,
Unless Hitler becomes chancellor,
And then
the fascists
Okay.
auto win right
sure.
now.
Well then, can Pierre be nominated as
Why
nominated?
are you asking me? I'm not the president.
I know.
Hey, Sky, who are you nominating as president? Hint, as chancellor.
Can I?
Hint, I'm voting no unless it's me.
Can I do you?
Yes.
I thought you.
No,
said-
I was the last one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
so
do
no.
you. Otherwise, I would.
I would like
Um,
Pierre to be.
Pierre or John to
Yeah.
be trustworthy.
Like,
And also you
Oh,
can't be because
oh,
you
we-
was
Both
Why
of them
not
are
you?
good.
Why aren't you
Yeah,
trustworthy?
Pierre's safe.
Well, I'm trustworthy.
I was
Yeah,
given a
that's
choice.
true.
Pierre's safe.
Why aren't you trustworthy?
I am trustworthy. Well,
Why did you just say then to?
I'm thinking
about- I'm thinking-
Why didn't you say
thinking
you
about
were
other people.
trustworthy?
I will vote Yar if you nominate Pierre.
Me too.
Well, I don't really
I
trust
know
you.
he's safe.
But I don't trust Justin so
That's
much.
fine.
It doesn't
Don't
matter.
get me
I
involved.
know he's safe.
Yeah, he has been
Pierre
safe
is
so
fine.
far.
Pierre is absolutely fine. If you nominate Pierre, I will vote yes.
I'm a wonderful kitten.
Or maybe you can't.
What do you guys think? You guys have been very quiet.
I trust Pierre, and it was just you.
Well, you can't help that.
I know.
I really enjoy
What do you
having
guys
people
think?
say, I trust
I would go for
Pierre.
yeah.
I never hear it in real life.
John, what do you think?
Well, if Justin reckons the next one's are two liberals
No,
and
two liberals and
fascists, then it
fascists.
doesn't. Oh no, because we need to know who's Hitler. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
you
I'm
can't
like,
No
nominate
way.
Hitler.
Isn't it only if there's already one on here?
No, it's,
No.
it's fascists win if Hitler is elected
We need
chancellor.
one more fascist
on any of these.
policy.
After 3 are elected.
Yeah. So we really need to
I
think
read
about
this out
who
already.
Hitler
I
is.
don't know why I'm needing to do it again.
Can we like discuss that?
Oh, okay.
Discuss what?
It's like,
Who Hitler
if
is.
I was forced to...
If
Assuming
Sky
I'm not
is a
Hitler, which I am
fascist,
not.
Sky needs to know
The
who's
fascists-
whether to put Hitler on now or later.
I'm just worried. I don't want to be the first person to stick it on Hitler.
Can I read the rule?
Yeah.
The fascists win if Hitler is elected chancellor any time after the 3rd fascist policy has been enacted.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So if I'm Hitler, then, like, electing me ends the game.
Oh Jesus.
He's not Hitler.
But I'm not Hitler.
But in the past, we have had
You're such a fascist.
no. In the how am I?
Me?
no, Sky. Not you.
Well, we'll find out. But in the past, like we've had Hitlers play like the good game, like John did it last time.
But,
we
yeah,
did
but
it.
they're not
Yeah.
going to put down a liberal.
Well,
Okay.
it's the only thing everybody's going to vote for. So there you go.
Oh. Look at my puppy dog
3,
eyes.
2, 1. Okay.
And the fascists do not immediately win.
Do I grab
Take
John?
top 3.
Okay, so you definitely win.
Which
He's
means
not Hitler.
I'm either a fascist or
He's
a
not a
Hitler or I'm
fascist.
liberal.
He's not a
I
fascist.
trust Pierre too.
You're not Hitler, are you?
No, he's not.
We've already decided that part.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I was really worried for a second there.
No, he's safe. He's liberal.
And what did I give you?
You gave me two liberals.
Thank you.
So
Right.
That doesn't matter.
But then it
But that doesn't make any difference from Sky's perspective. I still don't trust Sky.
Anyway.
Yeah, the
Because
reason
you
you
know
don't
what's
trust
there
me is because you're a spy and you're a
But the thing is,
and I chose
I can see
chose
that.
Pierre as well.
Yeah, you did choose Pierre.
Like
That
I've been
that
acting
exonerates
liberal.
you way
Just because
more.
I fucked up once with the like 3
Sure.
like fascist
The
things.
fact that you nominated Pierre exonerates you way more than giving him 2 liberal cards.
Fair enough.
Because you knew he'd play a liberal card no matter
Yeah.
what, if you gave him a liberal or
Hopefully.
fascist.
Okay.
Hopefully.
The
So,
only person I
I-
will vote for being Chancellor from now on is me or Matt or Pierre.
well, I can't choose Pierre. I can't
can
choose
choose
Sky.
me,
and
Matt.
I
You
wouldn't
can
choose
choose
Sky. I don't choose you because I
Choose
don't
me,
trust you.
Choose Matt.
I trust both of you two.
Why John?
Why, John?
John had a really good liberal one, like way earlier on.
No.
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 He did.
No.
You didn't.
Am I completely lying?
Only
about
when
that?
I gave him a liberal one on the first
and there's
turn.
the one where I drew 3 fascist
Oh
policies.
yeah, okay, fair enough. I trust Matt more then.
Unless he's Hitler.
Uh,
Not Hitler?
I am not Hitler.
wait, no,
We need
that's
to vote for it first.
that's only
Yeah,
revealing
yeah,
what
that's
you-
okay. Yeah, fair.
That's a good
Sorry,
point.
sorry. That is yeah.
Well,
He could be lying.
he could be lying. He could be lying. It's a good point. He could have just lied.
Could be the secret Hitler.
Could be a secret like that. I think Matt's had a good score, but I can't. What else am I supposed to do?
Uh,
We're playing the good game.
3, 2, 1.
The risk of thinking he's Hitler. What would Justin do?
Interesting.
Why did you vote no?
I'm not Hitler,
Okay.
Oh,
so you know.
okay.
I'm not allowed to say why I voted no, but
I find you deeply suspicious.
despite the fact that I passed 2 policies. I mean, admittedly, one doesn't actually tell you very much, assuming you trust.
I knew it. I knew it.
You get to shoot someone though.
I don't.
Oh, Sam does.
He does.
And what's the power?
What did you get given, Matt?
I got given 2 fascist policies.
I knew it.
Oh, even two.
Who are you going to shoot, Sam?
What's the power?
Just to shoot somebody.
Oh.
He gets to shoot somebody. And he's a fascist.
Yeah, I think it's probably a fascist.
Who are you going to shoot,
And
Sam?
so is Justin. I think, maybe. But John's been either playing really quiet because John is Hitler and just been like...
I mean, you got to shoot me, John, or Sky.
Why me?
Because you don't want to shoot Matt or Pierre. Because they've passed lots of liberal policies.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree. And they've also both been proven not to be Hitler.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's true.
That's fine.
Both, yeah, because both of you've been.
Both of you are pin pro.
Or he might go. He might choose that now. He just
Yeah.
opens the game and just kills one of the liberals and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he.
You can, yeah, as in he can kill.
operate as
Yeah.
a more open fascist.
But if you, yeah,
I'm an innocent creature.
I'm gonna kill Matt.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay, so when you die, we don't get to know what you are
Yeah.
unless you're Hitler, which you're not
Yeah.
because you've got Chancellor.
Yeah. And
I love the idea that the president like just shoots his Chancellor.
Fuck you, Chancellor.
I'm sorry.
I
Man.
basically went to the president's chambers and was like, I'm not enacting this under any circumstances.
Do you want to just come see me?
I wonder.
Basically what happened. But then you did enact it, and I shot you.
Yeah.
You just shot me and then you went out and said, the Chancellor before he died.
He signed this document. This is just a bloody handprint. He
I
signed it.
shoot the Chancellor. Like a thumbprint,
I won't
right?
accept this unless you give it to Pierre.
Why Pierre?
Because Pierre is not Hitler.
I'm such a cutie.
Do not give it to
You're
anybody but
definitely not
Pierre.
Hitler.
He's definitely not Hitler.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk.
You're a ghost.
Dead men tell no tales.
He's not dead.
Make spooky noises.
But
You can't speak now, unfortunately.
Oh no, it's you have to vote. It has to be voted.
oh yeah,
It's after voted, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, sorry.
Who? Yeah. From the team, dream team, is it?
From the remaining people.
yeah.
Fuck you all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does feel a little bit like Spy Spy.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
wrote,
matter,
I,
it depends what they
I wrote that
draw.
down to see what everyone else did.
Oh yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And use. And I think
I will shut
You'll
I'll
hit.
wait until last time. Shall we?
Okay.
that did not look like a good face.
I mean,
Yeah, that's not a good face. Come on. Pierre, don't let us down. Oh.
The president kills someone. I think we know who that needs to be. I'll stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
And also there's veto
I mean,
power.
veto.
killing
Yeah.
Sam would be good.
Mhm.
John can still be a.
Yeah, Joker.
Yeah, after that.
I assume I'm not allowed to talk until.
I think you guys
You can
talk.
talk.
Oh, can I say what I got?
We're just
Say-
deciding.
Say like I'm already dead, you guys can all talk.
Who's John
Too fast.
who's
And
John
John, you
gonna
got
shoot?
3 fascists, I imagine.
Hmm?
You drew 3 fascists, I imagine.
This is the thing.
Well, I'd kill Sam then. If I were you. Because he's obviously.
I would kill Sky. I really think you should kill Sky.
Because
This is my personal opinion.
they keep accusing you of being Hitler.
No,
Well,
I think Sam's covering for you being Hitler.
I love how, although I think all three of
I
us.
think you
I-
had
I love how I
to.
think I'm being really fascist, but all three of us are being really fascist.
I've only I've only ever done one thing that was fascist by accident. It means to have also voted down Pierre, who we know is our goodness.
I'm not a fascist.
He is our
I'm not a
goodness and
fascist.
light
What are
in
you
the
talking
world.
about?
You
Let me
fucking shot Matt.
I think Sam's covering
You
for
shot
Sky
Matt.
because he shot Matt because he knew he couldn't shoot Sky or he'd lose the game.
Oh,
The
shut
thing
up.
is, the problem is for John, if John could
You're
kill
so
Hitler,
obviously
if John could kill
fine.
Hitler
You're
now,
so obviously
this
probably
would
Hitler.
save the game. But,
Yeah.
like, I'm probably not Hitler. I could be, but I probably wouldn't have outed myself as a
He's
fascist
Hitler.
if I was Hitler. So that's a tough situation for him to
I
be
think it
in.
has to be Sky's Hitler.
It's not that difficult.
God.
Well,
What do you think, Pierre? You can discuss this with,
I mean,
like, President.
Just shoot the obvious spy.
yeah, I
it's
think
not
the
that
fascist
difficult
would be a good one to
decision.
kill.
But, like, oh, I don't know why I'm
Yeah,
helping.
choose.
Yeah.
I think if John doesn't choose Sam, who's the most
Then he's Hitler.
straightforwardly not
The
Hitler.
voice of the dead says clearly if
Then
John does
John's
not shoot
Hitler.
Sam, then John is a fascist.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
I can't even wrap my head around shooting anyone else.
Yeah, why would you? So John is a fascist and we're fucked, basically.
Because you want,
John, just get
you
it.
want the voting numbers. You want.
Whereas if John kills like me, then
But because Sam's
like,
a known fascist, it's better to have the one that you know, the fascist that you know,
And
rather
kind of
than
not
and
dangerous.
never make him chancellor.
No.
Sure, but what are the chances that you'll kill the unknown fascist?
What, in my opinion, given that
Also,
I know, I'm pretty sure
yeah,
Pierre-
everyone but
is
Pierre
John,
is
John
suspect.
could, John
Yeah,
could
I
be
know, I know.
Including
John could be
I know.
the non-Hitler spy. Sam could be Hitler. John could know that he's
I think it's worth
Hitler
taking apart
and
Scott.
not want to shoot him because
That's
no,
true too. Although I probably wouldn't have outed myself.
But I still think Justin's Hitler.
I think if I was, well, yeah.
what happens in the case of a draw?
Is the president going to say anything?
Are you going to shoot
Can you
me?
just
Yeah,
kill
give any
someone, John?
justification, yeah.
John's trying to calculate how voting works.
What was the second thing on that you get if you're president? That enacts every time.
Your veto power kicks in, which means that
You can choose.
basically a president can draw 3 tokens. pass 2 to the Chancellor, and the Chancellor can choose to suggest a veto, which means you kind of skip.
Okay.
The President has to agree as well.
So if John killed me, then the next
Oh my
president
god, don't
would,
kill Pierre.
Me.
would be Justin.
I
Please
wanna
let's
know
just
what it
let
is.
John make a decision.
Oh my god, John, just make a decision.
Because the more you talk, the more John is just listening and adding information.
More calculations. It is quite hard.
Oh my John, everything's right. Don't be a spy.
I've got to try and kill Hitler. And I think if Sam were Hitler, he wouldn't have outed himself as a fascist.
Sam.
I know what you mean.
Sam.
I know what you mean,
It
but
could be
I
the
don't,
other way
yeah,
around.
okay, I guess.
he's playing smart today. It's a good
He
day.
didn't
for him.
out himself as a fascist, can I just say that? We just worked out that he was
I'm not a
probably
fascist. I'm not a fascist.
He
You are, I
has
shot
outed
you.
he has outed
You
himself as a
shot
fascist.
Matt.
That's pretty outing. As far as outings go,
You shot Matt.
That's
who
one way
who
to
he
mask
knew
the
to be
fascist
good.
closet.
He fell on a gun and it went off in my office without
Yeah,
me being
alright.
involved. I was in the bathroom at the time. It was nothing to do with me.
Let's not shuffle these.
I already have.
Okay.
I'm shooting Sky.
What?
Are you Hitler?
Do I have to say? I
You
can't say. I'm not
just
allowed
say
to say.
if you're Hitler.
If you're Hitler,
You
say
don't have to say
if you're a
anything
fascist,
else. You
say
don't say if you're a liberal or fascist,
Okay.
but if you're Hitler.
I'm not Hitler.
Okay.
Alright.
It's lies. I'm sorry.
My fucking.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're all silent.
Can you
I'm
please,
sorry,
people
Pierre.
silence put me as Chancellor, given that you have to put me or Sam as Chancellor?
Oh,
I'm sorry, Pierre.
God damn it.
You have to put me or Sam.
I'm so sorry.
If you put Sam on, that well
Okay.
done, well done, spy. But
So I'm fairly sure that Sam is like a fascist, right?
which
Which means that there's one other fascist. Like
if you're sure Sam's a fascist and you have to put me or Sam on the team,
yes. I realise this, but it's like whether I downvote my own my own vote,
oh
right?
yeah, you can put Sam on.
These are what happens in the case of a draw if 2 people vote for. I mean, it doesn't pass. I guess
It doesn't pass.
Also,
Oh,
can
yeah.
I say something?
Put some
Am
on.
I allowed to talk?
No,
Technically no, but go
go
for
on.
I was just gonna say if, and I have been keep saying this, and I'm not actually sure. I just find it funny. But if Justin is actually Hitler,
Yeah.
then at least maybe
The game
Sam
will be over.
isn't Hitler because he outed himself. So even if he is a spy, I don't know.
If
But I-
okay,
Shut up. I'm
the
probably
issue
making
that
this
I'm having is that if it fails, then it passes round to Justin, and then Justin gets to nominate somebody
one of these is
It can't be
safe.
you, and that's even less.
who
safe.
can't be me, which is
Yeah.
really bad.
No,
right?
it can be you.
No, it can't be
No,
because I
because
would
it was a less
I would
successful
have been
government.
in. Oh no, I wouldn't have been in the
Yeah.
last successful.
Yeah, you were because you played
Yeah.
that fascist policy that allowed John to shoot someone.
Okay,
You were.
I think the fact that
no,
John
this is now.
There is the power of
No, but that was the last government.
Oh Christ, yeah. Because okay,
So if this fails, then yeah, you can't be nominated.
I think you have to try and put me on. Well, I don't know. Up to you. I think
The question mark is Justin Hitler or not?
That's
If you
it.
think he's Hitler, give it to Sam. If you don't think he's
bear in
Hitler,
mind
give it to
that I've
Justin.
twice given people liberal policies.
yeah, I'm more suspicious of John as Hitler than I am of
I actually
Justin.
am as well.
But
But I can't vote, so
uh,
hang on.
I couldn't
Doesn't
beat
this
Chancellor
always
anyway.
mean
A draw. Doesn't
a
make
draw?
sense.
assuming that we can, no, probably it
Unless
doesn't.
Sky is a fascist, was a
Well,
fascist,
it depends.
What?
Or you
What
were a
have I got to do
fascist.
with it?
or I was a fascist. That wasn't.
I don't know if it does. We'll see if it
Anyway.
does.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Fine.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so in this situation,
Oh,
we just
beautiful.
get
And the
the
problem
policy.
is maybe I've just have I fucked us by like
Yeah.
because now
Well, no,
what
You
happens
can
because you
veto.
couldn't do anything else.
that passes round.
And now he has to vote in a fascist.
Yeah.
He has to propose a fascist for chancellor.
But
Why
yeah,
but
aren't
you can
doing-
block it.
I
Why
can
aren't
block
you
it
doing your policies?
because
it was
that
voted.
didn't get
It didn't get through.
And
Didn't
you,
get
I'm
through.
sure the rules say
Voted
I
against it.
draws mean.
But it was a draw.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
was the
yeah.
draw
Didn't
mean?
One
do
that doesn't go through.
Ugh,
I would give it.
lost.
I would give it to
Doesn't matter. We're both going to vote no.
yeah, but
It doesn't matter, they're both going to vote no.
okay.
Also, remember you can't give it to me because I was
Can.
the last president.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got to go to Sam.
so it's got to go to Sam.
Although,
This is
remember
just going to
this.
lead to a random.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
gonna-
all this is going to do is lead to a random policy. Because you'll
Yeah,
never.
But I think that's the best chance that we have.
But I could vote. We could vote yes, or I could veto. Oh, but
No,
he has to also
you have
veto.
to agree.
No, it's the Chancellor who
The
vetoes.
Chancellor has to say veto and the President has to agree.
Like, maybe I should have voted... Oh, God, it's getting
Don't
complicated.
matter now, you've got
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to vote.
3, 2, 1.
No. Okay, so then it passes round to them, and this escalates, right?
That was 1 fail. That
Yeah.
was... Hang on, what were we on? 1's failed, yes.
Yeah.
2 has failed, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're on there.
The only choice I had is Justin, right?
You can...
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because he could still take out the only liberal and the thing. And...
Yes.
I can't put.
The question... The question...
Yeah.
Do you
the
want to leave
question
it up to
mark
chance
is...
or not?
The question mark is, yeah. Do you want a random chance, or do you want the random chance that he doesn't get 3 fascists?
I think we're better off with a random chance because there's only a few Liberal policies left.
How exactly does the veto thing work?
We both have to agree to veto everything.
Oh, yeah,
on the table.
both have
So, if there's, it's unlikely that there is two Liberal policies in the next 3 cards, and that is the only situation in which Sam being on the team means that.
Whereas a random
it gets through.
policy...
Whereas a random, it could be that the next one is Liberal.
Yeah.
So I think a random is better than Sam.
And if this doesn't work,
Yeah.
then it's a no.
Yeah. So unless it's us, but random is just better.
And it's never going to be you two, because they'll vote it down every time.
Yeah.
So, ready?
Yes.
We knew it was going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So now,
Chaos.
Somebody choose
Yeah.
one.
random policy.
The
you
dead
shuffle
will
them,
choose
shuffle
it.
them, 'cause there's discards.
been
Oh, it's discards.
Ooh. I don't know.
That makes
No
any
difference.
difference.
Does not affect.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I think
Government
liberals have
comes to
less.
chaos.
Liberals have less of a chance, I think, because there are more fascist.
Government has
policies.
collapsed to
Yeah,
Their
chaos.
big chance. Their big chance is assassinating Hitler, but
Oh, yeah.
fortunately, both the assassinations have been by fascists. So
Basically, this is government fall into chaos now. We just
Oh
see
wait,
which
so
policy
you get to
randomly gets
decide.
in.
You get to decide who gets assassinated if it's a fascist policy, right?
Doesn't
No,
it?
it's the fascist policy.
We went.
if
You
it's a
win.
fascist policy, they win.
Okay.
It's
You're
not-
both. You're both.
It's the
winning,
game is
winning.
now down.
Yeah.
The game is now done.
Always the way.
Yes.
Good job, Hitler.
Well done.
You're Hitler.
No, you're Hitler.
You don't
I have
even,
nothing in mind.
don't
What do
even
you mean
know.
nothing in yours?
Hitler. Who's
Do you
Hitler?
not have it?
Oh, I'm.
Oh my god, Hitler!
It
You're
didn't
the
matter. It
worst
didn't
Hitler!
matter either
He
way.
was the best Hitler.
It doesn't matter.
Stealth Hitler. He never got
I was such a stealth Hitler. I didn't
Didn't
even
even
know
know
I
he
was.
was
That's
Hitler.
why we. Our logic was wrong. You were right. We should never assume that Sam knew what he was doing.
Well played, well
The
played.
voices of the dead are wise.
Okay.
So
It was fine. It was fine.
numbers. You're on 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
You're on 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're on 3 as well.
You're on 2.
2, 1, 1.
1.
Mhm.
Yep.
Shit.
Well done, John.
I think.
Well done,
Yeah,
John.
that's right.
Well played.
Oh.
John won
I did
every
not
game.
John
expect that.
is
Oh, no, he
the
didn't.
best
That-
player of ATCB, which can I say does not tally with historical.
No!
No! But spectacular run of
Spectacular
yeah.
run.
This game was hilarious because you guys were doing really well, and then it just came to here, and I was just like, "Oh, the next 2 assassinations might be able to hit us too." And
Yeah.
they did, and I was just like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
We've done the
Yeah.
we've done the post game little interview things before, but for this last one, there's a couple things I want to do. First off, we did the tally, and well done, John, etc., etc. So, here's some questions for you. What's everyone's favourite game that we've played today? Pierre.
I would say
Can we go through the games we played again?
I would say Kakalaka.
We played Resistance.
Yeah.
We played Coup. We
Yeah.
played Mafia de Cuba. We played Cockroach Poker. And we played Secret Hitler.
Oh.
I would say Cockroach Poker.
Cockroach Poker. Justin.
Oh, Avalon.
Resistance. Sky.
Oh, I like Coup.
Coup.
One.
Because you won. Fair.
I really like Mafia de Cuba, Resistance, and this Secret Hitler.
Okay.
They're all really
They're
fun,
all-
but I
yeah.
probably would go Resistance in the end.
Okay.
I really enjoy playing Resistance.
I prefer Resistance, and I have a reason for
As in
this.
prefer it to Secret Hitler.
Out of the 5.
Or out of the 5.
Resistance and Secret Hitler are close.
Yeah, they're similar games.
And it's because I don't know. Kakerlaken is a little bit. The other ones all feel incredibly high pressure.
Right.
I think it's because these are team. And obviously, if you're either Hitler or Merlin or the assassin or any of the characters,
If you're Hitler or
any of
Merlin,
those other
you're always
fictional
under high
characters.
then
pressure.
there's more pressure because you've got a little something else to do.
Sure.
But with the team games, there's a lot more. You can just be quiet
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bluff when you need to.
Let me talk.
Or you can be really super loud and like
Yeah.
try and lead everyone. And
Yeah,
there's more
yeah.
scope for different ways of bluffing, which there isn't written like Kakerlaken. It's just literally, I'm going to look you in the eye and lie to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's fun too. I
I
mean,
mean-
that's great fun.
And that's
Yeah.
I
like
disagree
your
with you
favourite.
violently,
Yeah.
but you're entitled to your opinion.
Ultimately,
Yeah, what would you
It's
know?
why-
Only winning 3.
It's the same reason why I know we didn't play it today. It's the same reason why I'm not a huge fan of Sheriff of Nottingham, because it's another one that looks someone in the eye and lie to them.
which was one we talked about playing, but
Yeah.
then didn't. So yeah, 5 bluffing games. I think the thing to take from our nominations there is all these games.
Yeah, but what's your
yeah,
favourite?
everyone.
what's my
Yeah, what's your favourite? Yeah,
Yeah.
He asked the question, doesn't have to answer.
they're all good, aren't they? They really are
There
all good
are
games.
all
Which do
really
you
solid
least regret
games.
spending money on?
That's got to be Resistance because of the amount.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We went through a phase when we started playing board games together as a group of friends.
Or we just,
Where-
just started.
We just
yeah.
play
Yeah.
an hour. of
We
Resistance.
just I mean,
Hours.
that's
Hours,
an underestimate.
yeah.
Yeah. We would play Resistance 5 or 6 times every single Saturday.
yeah, it's
Good-
great.
good- great
It's so
times.
good. The meta game was amazing.
And when the
Yeah.
metagame developed as well, it
Yeah.
never stagnated.
Neil is always a spy.
Yeah,
Oh,
but so
yeah,
like,
that's
I mean that. But again, as I said in our playthrough, I have laughed more playing Cockroach Poker
Yeah.
than any other
Yeah.
game. So that as well.
Can
But
take your score.
I do also super like
Secret Hitler.
Secret Hitler. I
It's
do
been-
think it's probably a better game than Resistance.
Yeah, I agree. I just have more fun playing Resistance.
I think it's a better game than Resistance.
I-
Like Resistance for me doesn't hold up against.
It doesn't have the unique little roles, which
Yeah.
is, other than Hitler, which is a bit of a shame. But you know what
I
advanced
think
it for
Secret
me?
Hitler actually has more sort of like, oh, you're the, oh, like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
more like,
it does.
it's more high pressure and it's more sort of
Yeah,
accusatory.
and you feel that like escalating
Yeah.
sense of danger. And
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
One of the main problems I maybe have with Secret Hitler is the whole. I mean, I'd probably pick who I'd want to play it with just because it's Hitler. I
Yeah,
can see
sure.
that would
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
not
Oh,
be a
really?
thing you want
Yeah.
to talk
They're
about.
lizards.
You're
It is.
slightly-
We'll talk
lizards.
more about
Good for
this
them.
You know,
if we do more of a review. We'll talk about that. I don't want to get
Yeah.
into it.
No,
hugely
no,
now,
it's just
I've got to
but-
a
say
thing.
that as part of a channel called A Town Called Bastard, I don't know what you're talking about with saying names that might be controversial.
But bastard
There's
isn't particularly
different. There's
controversial.
different.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But like purely as a game, yeah, and the components
yes.
are lovely, and yeah, you know. And it's a grim foreshadowing of things to come. So it's
And for
Things
that
to
reason,
come.
and for that reason,
Which means things to come.
Things that have come.
So there's that. So yeah, that was our ATCB Gaming bluffing series. We hope you enjoyed it. We haven't done much talking to the camera because
Hi.
Do you want to point out, in
Hi, how you
case
doing?
you took our final roundup as a recommendation, we were playing the Avalon.
yeah,
flavour
Resistance
of-
Avalon. If you didn't see us playing Resistance, which is the first episode, go back and see it. But yeah, we were playing the Avalon version, which is definitely our preferred version.
It has
Although
like different characters.
most-
instead of normal
Most
Resistance.
versions of Resistance regularly
Now
sold
have-
today
yeah.
will have the
We'll
basic
have very similar
Merlin
things,
and Assassin.
yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Tell us if you like these weird little mini-series things. We like doing them. They're
This was fun. This was
is
really
a lot of
fun.
Is it worth people like us even turning up from ages away?
Yeah.
Or are we just like extroverts that just can't
Yeah,
be
thank
dealt
you.
with?
Should we
Thank
just
you
go?
to Justin and Pierre who travelled to be here today.
Yeah,
journeyed.
So yeah.
You know, I think we might be able to say, when we play games, I think the most fun we have as a group is with this sort of bluffing game.
Bluffing games,
we
yeah.
do have the most fun together, I think. Would everyone else agree with that? I kind of feel like
I
that's
would.
true.
At
I
this
hate you.
at this point,
Other
I'd
than
like to give an official apology to Justin for saying
I
that he was Hitler
I repeatedly call for your murder. That's what this game's all about. How liberal people repeatedly call for the murder of other liberals when their rights are being impinged. That's the real message of this game. And it's the truth.
Are you listening, Tumblr?
When you put murder...
For this.
Actually, I think that's one of the best mechanics of the game. Is that the people who are most eager to use the violent fascist policies are the Liberals, because when they get
I don't know, we were pretty eager.
yeah, but like I was clamouring.
I mean, who is the most fascist? The fascists or the people fighting them? Like, it's such a confusing
Yeah,
These days you just can't.
There's
Whoa,
violence.
no,
Can we
They
end
both
this
got
now?
fascists in the name.
There's
right?
violence on
Yeah.
both sides. I mean,
there's violence on both sides between the people
Yeah.
killing people and the people trying to stop them killing people. And you know where is the moral high ground there? Where is it? I can't figure it out. I mean, I'm fucking stupid. So this has devolved, hasn't it?
Yeah,
this
just
has
a little
devolved. If you want to see more of that stuff, we'll probably do a secret Hitler review, and I'm sure it'll all come out in that. Until then, thank you for watching ATCB Gaming. Check out our other stuff. There'll be links, video description below, and all these to other playthroughs and stuff like that. So, yeah, thanks. Well done to John. Woo! We'll make you a belt.
frickin' fascist.
Yes!
And,
You lying fascist.
yeah.
Yes!
Lying fascists. Bye.
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 Bye.